Aaron Gordon. The man in the middle, at 7'0", number 40, Ivica Zubac. The other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 17, Michael Porter. At the shooting guard position, at 6'6", number 8, Brandon Roy. At the other guard position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 45, Caleb Wilson. Your head coach is Will Hardy. Your Utah Jazz.
And when you look at these teams on paper, there's a clear talent discrepancy.
Yeah, but Kevin, games aren't won on paper. And if you're the underdogs, most people have already written you off. So you go out and play free with no pressure and use all of that public doubt as motivation.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. George is out there with Hart. Then it's Khalil Ware. And it's Queta in at the 5 spot. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now, here's Zubac. Elbow shot. The rebound by Queta.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Zubac with the screen for Roy. And the dunk by Zubac.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Hart finds George. And the layup's good off the glass.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Outside Wilson. Outside Roy. 5 on the clock. Shot on the way. Excellent D there from George.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. We talked about Paul George and what his game plan was for keeping him in check. He said it's never going to be easy with him, but I told our guys I want constant communication. Talk when screens are coming, switch when we need to. We need to be highly active guarding him. Let's see how effective they are against him tonight. Kevin?
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's Roy. Paul George making his last shot. Outside Wilson. And that one is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now, here is George. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Solid play there from PG. Absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot. for the and one.
Memphis shooting their first free throw of the night.
At the line for one.
The throw good, Paul George. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Hart outside, Ware, and there it is for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Wilson. George with the steal. Jacks up a 3. And it's Utah with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Wilson the pass to Gordon. Outside Roy. From outside, off the mark.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And Keita gets it to go.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
So it's Utah now. Grizzlies making the shot. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
Man, Roy can fly.
Memphis with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. The 11-footer. Hart outside. The 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Roy. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Roy's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, never shy about mixing it up inside. Roy, a great finish.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Going with the new group. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 7-point differential. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
And you talk about the rise of three-point shooting, Coach. Damian Lillard has been at the vanguard.
Yeah, I think what Damian Lillard has done, he's been one of the guys, one of the few guys in this league who changed what we think about three-point shooting. Because of his range, he shoots it from deeper than we're used to with most anyone else. And he shoots it off the dribble more than he shoots it off the catch. Damian Lillard's one of the guys who has changed the NBA.
Here's Huff, following the score by Damian Lillard. Powell against Sexton. Powell the pass to Quickly. Shoots over Lillard, and it's Quickly missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Here's Randall, and he converts the layup.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they've built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Now, here's Quickly. Outside for Jackson. It's stolen by Randall. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And the dunk by Powell.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. They set the pick. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
No good on the free throw.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
And the second free throw, good. Jazz trail by 12. Here's Brown. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pass to Quickly. Three-pointer. And it's Bona with the rebound.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Randall outside. Here's Bona. Lillard outside. Clock at 6. Over Quickly. Here's Randall. Got a hand on it. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Guys, back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now Jackson. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Count the basket.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
Now here's Powell. And it's Bona with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And it's denied. Here's Jackson and the dunk by Jackson.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Here's Lillard. Yep, it counts. Lillard's got 9 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Memphis with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop, never a bad idea.
They've got Brandon Roy. Michael Porter's out there with Gordon. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Wilson in at the point. That's the group right now for Utah. Outside, George. Over Gordon. And it's George missing. Jazz trail by 8. To the middle. Close the alley-oop.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Lets it go from the wing. Wilson grabs the board. The Jazz shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. And the layup is good.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And George gets it to go.
And George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot player. Measuring the shot before receiving the pass, you can't guard that.
Outside for Roy. Over Sexton. No good from Roy. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. To the paint. And that's good from Sexton on the assist by Hart.
You can't let a smaller guard burn you inside. Still, you got to love Sexton's focus and fearlessness.
Now, here's Zubac. Wilson the pass to Gordon. No good on the 3. And so, Sexton will bring it up for the Grizzlies. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sexton.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Khalil Ware comes in for Sexton. And Lendenborg subbed in for Kobe White. Sexton, an aggressive scorer, and Stan, he can get you 20 on any given game.
Oh, he certainly can, Kevin. This guy can score in bunches. I think what's improved for him, though, is he can also make plays for others. This is not a guy that can only score. And showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And George kicks to Ware. Pass to Malawach. Memphis moving it around. George against Roy. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Brandon Roy. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough. Length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Porter finds Gordon. Now here's Roy from the arc. And Lendenborg pulls it down. To the inside, Ware, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ware's got 6.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Here's George. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Wilson kicks to Zubac. Zubac, a screen on George. It's tipped. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And Utah making a change here. Jackson's checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Kate is checked in. Pass to Ware. George with the ball. He's got 14. A three-pointer is right on target. George has got the lead up to 13 now for Memphis.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. To the left wing. Here's Ware, guarded by Jackson. Stolen by Wilson. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Gordon with no one around. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Gordon's got it back down to single digits for the Jazz. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Lendenborg. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Takes the 13-footer. Again, the Jazz score.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Here's Lendenborg, guarded by Porter. Lendenborg, good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now, here's Roy. He's got 6. Misses the fadeaway jumper. George in the post. He's covered by Roy. George with the bucket.
I love seeing George. He's so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes for Memphis. Bona's checked in, and Julius Randle subbed in for Khalil Ware. Lillard against Quickly. Shoots over Lillard. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Memphis leading by 11. And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball up until last year. The Jazz, the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
Memphis has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Kobe White, he's checked in for Paul George. Jazz trail by 17. Powell feeling it out a bit. Tries from 16. No good off the front iron.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Here's Randle. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And we've seen Randle add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 11 points.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Brown with a screen on White. Inside, and Brown throws it down hard.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the half. And it's Lillard missing.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 11. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Brown against Randall. Brown the pass to Huff. Powell outside. Just 5 on the clock. That 3 off the mark. And Randall has got the ball here for Memphis. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here is Lillard. 13 points in the game. Pass to Lundenborg. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Randall with the bucket.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Memphis. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be right back after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Hart. Also, George out there. And it's Lundenborg in at the 3. Now, here's George. Lets the 3 fly. And no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And now, let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Now Wilson. Paul George missing from long range. Wilson the pass to Roy. Throws it up high.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Hart the pass to Keita. From outside the arc, hits the 3-point bomb. Hart's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
That shot wide open.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
To the left side wing. Down low, here's Keita. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
Now, here's Roy. 11 points in the game. And he makes good on the layup. Roy's got 13.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Malawach is checked in for Memphis. Sexton comes in for Josh Hart. Sexton, the rebound by the Jazz. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests, but Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you and it's a deuce. Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Back to Sexton. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And someone like Sexton, well, all scorers really, they have to get points around the hoop.
Pass to Porter. The three. The shot's good. Roy making the play. Roy's got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Where the bounce pass. Here's Lendenborg. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Wilson kicks to Roy. Gordon with a screen on George to the paint. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Gordon.
Well, contested or not, I like it when Aaron Gordon is around the basket.
Outside, Sexton. Pass to George. Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. George has got 22.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Norman Powell's checked in for the Jazz. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Here's Zubac. Powell, no one around him. Good on the triple. Powell's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Lillard the pass to George. Over Roy. And it's George missing. Jazz trail by 7. Lob pass to Gordon. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
A different look for Utah. Off's jacked in. And it's G.G. Jackson in for Roy. Julius Randle's checked in for the Grizzlies. Kobe White comes in for George. Lillard scanning the floor. That's good from Randle on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 9 points. There's a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Quickly's got 8 points. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Now Lillard. He's got 13. Out to White. Here's Randle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the physicality of Randle's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
They took what the defense gave them tonight, and that was the mid-range. I mean, very consistent from that part of the floor.
Brownie's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Both free throws good from Randle. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Quickly. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
The free throw drops for quickly. Memphis leading by 6. Lillard outside. Over quickly, and it's Lillard missing. Utah's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And Brown throws it down hard.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Pass to Bona. Lillard outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Randall from close range. And that's off the glass and in. Randall's got 17 now.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Here's Powell, and there's the drive. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Randall with the bucket.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
The drive by Powell.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Pass to Bona. Back to Lillard. It's hauled in by Brown.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Inside, here's Huff. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Quickly against Lillard. Over to the left wing. Randall down low. 19 points in the game. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Bona's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Pass to quickly. Fires the 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Randall. That one goes. Count it. Randall's got 21 in the game.
With or without the ball, Randall moves so well for a big.
Quickly against Lillard. Floats one. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Now, here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Grizzlies lead by 1. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Gordon. Roy is out there with Wilson. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. That's the group right now for Utah.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
At the line for one.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Utah Jazz. 4-point game. Pass to Wilson. And here is Zubac. Shoots over Malawai. And that one is good from Zubac.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's Ware. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Roy dishes to Gordon. Back to Roy. Jazz passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. And London Board pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Into the lane. And he jams it with authority.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Gordon kicks to Roy. Zubats with the screen for Roy. Wants to get it to Zubats, and does.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
For Memphis, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Roy against George. Screen by Hart. And another basket for Memphis.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And Memphis making a change here. Kate is checked in. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He was very encouraging with his guys, saying to them, we are still in this one. Don't give up right now. Get out there and let's grab this lead from them. Guys, let's see if the intensity picks up here.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Hart kicks to George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Hart, that's good.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Outside Wilson. Pass to Roy. For the 3. And London Board pulls it down. London Board's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The 9-foot shot. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. A pass to Gordon, and that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Memphis leading by 4. Hart the pass to Ware. Pass to Lindenborg. To the inside. Cade's shot is off. Utah has gone 2 or 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Wilson with it. Outside Roy. 4 on the shot clock. For 3, the Grizzlies pull it in. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Hart outside. Pass to Ware. Back to Hart. Here's Lindenborg. Bangs home the trifecta. Lindenborg's got 8 points in the quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
On the wing, Gordon. He's defended by Ware. Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Hart wide open. He fires. A 3-pointer off the mark. Jazz trail by 7. Porter with it. George picks him up. Porter passes to Gordon. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, that's a strong finish there by Gordon, right through the contact.
Here's Lendenborg. Outside, George. Over Roy. George, no good. Jazz have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Pass to Zubac. Outside, Gordon. The Jazz working the ball around now. Roy from outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Hart. It's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Gordon, the pass to Porter. Good on the three-point shot.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Here's Queta. George in the post. He's covered by Roy. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Now Gordon. Right side, Roy.
A willingness to get physical. Roy takes the hit and still gets off the shot.
First team foul.
He's off on the first. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Hart.
2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. And we have a timeout called by Tomas Isolo. He knows every possession is critical now. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Outside George. Now where? Here's Queta. Outside George. And the 3 misses.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Zubac. Oh, great touch off the pass.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Now Gordon.
Boy, they needed that one. And Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paying off there.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Lendenborg. George. And he banks the layup in.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Oh, what a finish.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Memphis has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Lillard against Wilson. Here's Lendenborg. George! A three-pointer. Good.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Roy. Wilson against Lillard. Gordon fires. He drills the three.
Coming up big for his squad. Gordon doesn't back down from the big moment.
Timeout called by Coach Isola. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And so they foul intentionally.
Brandon Roy. Third personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Memphis. Paul George. Shoot to line for two.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And what's their best move at this point?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Now Zubac. Count it.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
At the line for the Grizzlies. Paul George. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
And it's all about the three right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Shooting for Memphis, Damian Lillard. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing.
PG, you just looked confident out there. How were you able to be so effective offensively?
I just kept moving. You know, within our offense, you know, the key is to move. You know, my teammates do a great job of setting screens and getting me open. You know, I just got to, you know, stay within offense.
You have to make that defense work. Wear them out. Thanks, PG.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Paul George.